The worst moment in the army for me was quite a... It happened on the 4th of July, 1103 years, in 2009. We just came under contact, had one of the boys shot in the throat, shot in the face, came out, had to push forward. We couldn't get pushed forward for it, so I moved forward with my stretcher bearer to collect him. Just at that, I was talking to Cobra Zero Charlie, Amberline 3 Alpha, contact way out. Just as I was ready to, as I was in the middle of talking on the radio, I stood in the pressure pad. I felt it crack under my feet, and then the boys say they can still hear me in the radio going, and it just through the whole radio. For me, that was probably the worst moment, just for the sheer fact is, when I looked left and right, there were two KIA were involved in that incident, and I personally thought I was dead. So I took my helmet off, dropped my helmet, slung my rifle, and I was looking about. I was looking for my own body, because I seen the other two bodies, so I was looking for my body. So I was having a wee look about, and I could see a 107 Chinese rocket sitting there, and I thought, we're in a legacy minefield. And looking about, and I could see the bullets still landing about me, and I was sort of thinking, but they're still shooting at me for? You know, I was just sort of walking about, and one of my false crews ran up, a guy called James Edwards. He ran up to me and he's shouting, Terry, Terry. And I'm looking at him and I was like, James, can you see me? And he's like, I can see you, madman. I was like, am I alive, James? He's like, get down, Terry, get down. So I grabbed my helmet, got myself organised. I sat there for a wee minute. Then I heard Major Andy Clark coming on the radio. And it was like, Terry, are you alright? And I said, give me a wee minute. Sorted myself out and that, and then we rolled right back into the contact. And that didn't really affect me there and then at that time, because we got out the contact. I got to mention the dispatches, because I eventually just thought, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So I just dashed forward 600 metres, picked up my casualty, put him on my back and ran back again. Ran him up to the Danish, asked the Danish to come forward with our 113s, and they refused to come forward because it was too mined area. So I had to run further back to them to drop off my casualty and then run back up to meet the rest of my group, or the rest of my LT group. And about an hour later we were at the contact. We dropped 18 smoke and so many HE to clear the contact. And I fell asleep. The minute it was done, we were in the refurb, I fell asleep. My boss came up to me and said, leave him. And I fell asleep for about 4 hours. My boss noticed something was wrong. I felt everything was still alright. This was going a wee bit deeper into the tours now. Then I came home. I felt a wee bit withdrawn. This and that. I went into OBTAG. I ended up getting admitted to Woolwich. That's where the mental health place is. So I ended up going down there. Speaking to the counsellors, as you do, did all this stuff. I was there for about a year on and off, year and a bit on and off. We're doing a campaign called Don't Bottle It Up, PTSD. She said, we've been in touch with a unit. We've spoke to some people about you. You know, I was an active boxer as a kid. I boxed for the army. I've always been part of that, the way I look, my tattoos, all the rest of the stuff. They said I would be a good candidate if I would be willing to speak about my story and help people. So I thought about it, and I said I'll do it. So then I went into Bulford thinking it was going to be a wee room like this, and I walked into a cinema, a whole hall, and there were, I don't know, there were units there, a lot of them, you know, a lot of people, and I got up and told my story. What happened when I stood in the pressure pad, a couple of other things, told them with the treatment I went through. Then I went into 16-air assault, which was a bad one for me because I was part of 16-air assault. I did it down there as well, and I did it in a few other places, 1-to-1. And it was amazing. And then all of a sudden, bang, my Facebook, I'd wake up one morning, 150 miles there. I work abroad now, but I'm still always, my comms are always open. Somebody picks up the phone or drops me a mail. I'm always there, I always respond to them, and I always do what I need to try to do to help them. Or get them around the house if I'm home, or I'll go to them, you know, and meet at a coffee shop or something like that. So it's a part of my life where I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to try to take it further. I was actually looking at maybe doing the counselling course. I was going to go to college to become a social worker. So I had been looking at developing maybe down that road, because I've got the experience for myself. Hopefully I can help others. The first time I seen my portrait, I think I felt a wee bit embarrassed. No embarrassed in a usual embarrassed way. When I walked into the place, and my wee daughter, she was only 2 years, holding her, and everybody recognised me when I walked in, and it was like sort of, you know, hangman, and people come out, shake my hand and stuff like that. I feel pretty proud of it. Something like this is always going to be a positive for my children and my children's children, I suppose. If I could change the public's thought on people with PTSD, there are a number, but for me personally, we're not there to be, we're no victims. You know, we're no victims. People do think, oh, PTSD, they drink their own medication, you know, things like that. That's not the case at all, you know. Everybody in every walk of life has got some sort of issue. It doesn't matter if you work at McDonald's, you've got money with, you know, finances or family problems or relationship problems. Everybody in every walk of life's got some form of problem. If people look at my portrait, I'd like them to think I was a soldier. You know, I did what I did, and who I am. And I think that sort of dresses me up a wee bit more. That's who I am. Rather than if you look at another 30 with their mess dress, that's who I am. You know, he was a soldier. He was one of the lads.